Hey guys, it's Henry here from Oasis, and I'm just making a video to tell you about how our website is coming along. I've been making this website for a couple of weeks now, and I think it's at a stage where it's okay for people to go and visit it. I have had some prior knowledge before making this about some very basic HTML and CSS that I did in school. However, most of this had been forgotten and I pretty much made it up as I went along. The website you see here is more like a second generation of a website that I started making about this time last year. It started as this website and I completely changed it. To make the Tech Oasis website, I used a very useful framework that my dad came across a few years ago. It's called GitHub Pages and it makes it much easier for anyone wanting to make a website, if it's your first time or your 1000th time. I set up my GitHub Pages repository that came with lots of infrastructure already installed. Also, I added this thing called a Jekyll theme. Jekyll is a brilliant way to easily make awesome looking websites and to quickly have pages for, say, a blog added to the site. There are lots of templates to choose from, so you can pick what suits you best. Another thing I did to help me develop was to make a local server to host my website. This meant that I could quickly build it and see the changes without having to push to the repository and wait for the website to build. And with that, I was almost ready to start making the new website. I downloaded GitHub Desktop and opened my project in Visual Studio Code. At first, I went for the hacker theme because I thought it was cool. In the end, however, I would go on to completely remove all the hacker type style from the page. Cleverly, I did not check to see if there was a blank template before taking my time removing everything. I pretty much copied my entire old website into the HTML and CSS files of the new website and made it work from there. I then went on to change it into what you see now. One of the biggest changes I made to the old site was a revamp of the navigation bar. I changed it to a nice drop down with the different sections that also resizes depending on window width. At first I followed a tutorial on W3 Schools on how to make a drop down, but soon realised it would only work for a single drop down without getting to annoying levels of complexity. So I found a different way of doing it using entries in a list. An upside to using Jekyll was it brought Markdown to my attention. Using Markdown, noobs like Gabby could easily make posts without having to touch HTML. It also showed that you can make template files that you can put Markdown into, then nicely formatting it to your specifications.
We bought the domain name techoasis.org.uk from yay.com for £6. Then Henry proceeded to pointing it to our website that was being hosted for free by GitHub Pages. And that's it, the Tech Oasis website. Please go visit at techoasis.org.uk. Hope you like it. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment and share. And if you want to see more, subscribe.